Hey guys, Dayne182 here, one of the hosts of the Disconnected podcast, and I am going to do a live reaction to the Screw Attack's death battle of Toph from Avatar, and the Sand Dude from Naruto. I don't watch Naruto, but I watch Avatar, love Toph. Now, quick disclaimer, I don't own any rights to the Screw Attack's death battles. That's all to them. Go watch it on their website, on their YouTube channel, which I am right now on the YouTube channel, watching the death battle. So this is a reaction. It's covered under fair use. I don't want to get copyright strike like I have on a couple of reactions to trailers, even though that's neither here nor there. You can watch those in the channel, obviously. So yeah, I haven't watched this yet. It goes for 18 minutes, so this should be interesting. And quick disclaimer, I haven't watched it, but I hope Toph wins. But I don't think she will, because she can't sand bend when she's young. By the looks of it, they're doing the young one as well, not older Toph. So yeah. Now again, I don't own any of this. All the rights are to Screw Attack and Death Battle. So go fully on and support them. It's amazing. What they do is great work. So hopefully they won't put a copyright strike against me. Please don't do a Screw Attack. All right, let's do this.
Throughout Death Battle, we've seen all manner of weapons and abilities, but these two combatants command the very earth around them.
Gaara of the desert.
Gaara.
And Toph Beifong, the blind bandit.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Gaara of the desert is a short, skinny, pale stick of a kid, but he's also one of the deadliest shinobi in the world.
He's a psycho,
He looks
isn't
like
he?
a member of Green Day.
Gaara is the son of the 4th Kazekage, leader of the village hidden in the sand. Born prematurely at the cost of his mother's life, Gaara was destined for a childhood of depression and loneliness from the get-go.
Not even a minute old and already has a kill under his belt. Though, technically, he had a little help. Because, you see, as he was being born, his father was like, "Hey, you know what would be awesome? Using ninja magic to seal a horrible monster in my son's belly to turn him into an ultimate weapon."
Fair enough.
The process was successful, and Gaara became a Jinchuriki, human beings who have powerful tailed beasts trapped within them.
That's like
Gaara's
Naruto,
beast
isn't
was
it?
Shukaku, a giant tanuki with power over sand.
Oh, I want a tanuki as a pet. They're so fluffy and adorable, you just want to hug. Holy shit, what is that?
Shukaku loathed humanity, and at first, Gaara had difficulty controlling the monster's rage, accidentally hurting others. As such, he was shunned by his own people, forced to live a secluded life.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a goddamn
He's
tummy
blood-type.
monster. It's not like Pepto-Bismol's solving that.
Convinced his only option was to fight and care for only himself, Gaara became a ruthless killing machine.
But it's not all bad. Having a digestive desert demon gives him control over all things sand. He can wield it as a weapon, using his mind to trap and crush his foes. Oh, and he can also use it to frickin' fly. How the hell does that work?
He can mentally adjust the density of his sand, whether it needs to be lighter than air or stronger than steel. He can even use it to stop bombs powerful enough to wipe out an entire village. He can control any sand in his vicinity using his chakra, a spiritual energy shinobi access for superhuman abilities, such as walking up a tree.
This guy is like the ultimate emo kid. But I'm not gonna give him too much crap, because he can use existing sand to crush the ground around him for even more sand. So he's never without easy access to ammo.
Cool.
Despite this, he still carries a gigantic gourd of sand on his back.
It's huge. You'd think that'd be hard on his spine. Interestingly enough, its unique shape and size is a reference to how in Japanese folklore, tanukis were considered to be so well endowed they'd have to sling their testicles over their shoulders.
Awesome.
But the thing is, Gaara's gourd is not carrying any ordinary testicles. I mean sand. Gaara has infused his own chakra into the gourd sand.
This directly links it to Gaara, making it much easier for him to control. He's so skilled with it, he can even forge weapons from it, bury people underground, or send it into another person's bloodstream and control them like some sort of puppet.
Like
Talk about an
bloodbending.
itch you're not gonna scratch.
Also, Gaara eventually battled and defeated his own father, who happened to be a zombie at the time. His father used a magnetic
As you do.
release ability to control gold dust, much like Gaara does sand.
Even though he can't do the zombie dad magnet thing, Gaara added gold dust to his gourd sand anyway, giving him more control over its weight.
But wait, there's more. With her dying breath, Gaara's mother somehow imparted her own power into this sand. It became living sand, an extension of her will, determined to follow and protect Gaara. It will spring from the gourd to defend him from any danger, regardless of risk and without command.
This
Like Harry
absolute
Potter and
defensive
his mum.
technique is called the Absolute Defense. Pretty good name, really. Gaara's sand is so dense and fast, only someone who can move nearly the speed of sound can pass it.
Gaara can also use everyday sand to create defenses such as his sand armor, which encases him in a shell to soften blows. Unlike his automatic absolute defense, the sand armor is self-created.
Alright, so I have seen actually that episode where this is the one where he's fighting Naruto, and I didn't understand why he had cracks in his skin, because I saw bits and pieces of it. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know. When I watched it, I was like, what the hell is this? This is shit. Because my brother is a Naruto fan. So, yeah, alright, that makes sense now.
And requires a large amount of his chakra to maintain.
Gaara's skill with sand is only limited by how much chakra he's got left in his system. After running low, he could tag out and give Shukaku a turn fighting, until a group of crazy people literally pulled the sand monster from his body for good. That must have hurt. It's gotta be like twice as bad as the night after Chipotle.
He died.
Oh, the same then.
Turns out losing Shukaku was actually a blessing in disguise. After being resurrected, Gaara spent some time reevaluating his emotional roller coaster of a life. Inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, he began to truly understand compassion. His attitude changed, his people began supporting him. He even commanded the allied shinobi forces during the Fourth Great Shinobi War. And, like his late father, Gaara also became...
A zombie?
Kazekage.
Damn! Well, even non-zombie and missing Shukaku, Gaara still retained his powerful chakra and skill over sand.
In their fight, Gaara was so powerful, his father mistook him for Shukaku itself, despite the sand monster being long gone.
Gaara is stronger and smarter than ever, all thanks to his mother's love. I miss Mama Boomstick.
Few can withstand the overwhelming power of this sand shinobi. Or Mama Boomstick's cooking.
Hey! You're uninvited to Thanksgiving.
I never was.
Exactly.
Do 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 do. Look at a psycho.
As the only child of the wealthy Beifong family, Toph was kept a secret from the rest of the world. Hidden away, she was pampered and guarded like a fragile child. Her parents were hopeful she could someday become a noble, respected member of Earth Kingdom society.
But their hopes were pretty much dashed from the moment she popped out. See those faded whites? Yeah, Toph's completely blind.
My daughter is blind. She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile.
Still, fragile is the last word that I would want to use to describe this chick.
Frustrated by her parents' stubborn coddling, Toph ran away from home at the age of 6 and ended up losing her way in a
cool, it has
cave.
her
Until
agent
she was
core.
rescued by some giant badger moles. Yes, they are badgers, and they are moles.
Imagine one of those things burrowing into your home. What kind of pest control do you even call for that? Oh wait, I know. Fire.
Like Toph, badger moles are blind, so they took a liking to her.
Well, how the hell would they know?
And as the original artists of the craft, the badger moles began her training in the art of earthbending.
These giant varmints taught Toph how to manipulate rock and stone. Using movements similar to the Chugar praying mantis martial art, Toph can telekinetically throw, grow, shrink, and...
Yeah, saying she could sand bend right there, but she can only... She twists the sand to try and make it hard, but she can't see. Like, she can do it, but she can't see because it's Whatever. They probably might explain it.
And alter Earth in any conceivable way, making for some pretty down-to-earth attacks and defenses.
The Badger Moles also taught Toph how to see.
Wait, these ridiculous creatures are also masters of LASIK surgery?
No, Toph does not use her eyes to see. Of course, her other senses are extremely accurate, and as a master earthbender, Toph can sense the location of Earth anywhere. Even more impressive, though, the Badger Moles navigate their tunnels using an earthbending technique known as the seismic sense, and Toph quickly picked up on this talent. It's kind of like sonar, detecting the exact location and movement of a person or object through their interaction with the ground.
I feel the vibrations in the earth, and I can see where everything is. You, that tree, even those ants.
She feels every movement, every footstep, every heartbeat, so precisely she can even tell if a person's lying.
A woman who can always tell when I'm lying? No, thank you. Toph is so good at this that even her closest friends sometimes forget she's blind.
Sorry.
But don't worry. They're reminded.
Sucker.
In only 6 years, Toph had completely mastered earthbending. She even won the Earth Rumble 4 tournament multiple times under her stage name, the Blind Bandit.
But Toph didn't stop her training with just earthbending. At first, softer earth proved difficult for her seismic sense.
I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet, but the sand is so loose and shifty, it makes everything look fuzzy.
But she has since demonstrated her mastery in both sand bending and mud bending. She can also change the density of earth from sand to stone and back. And before you start making any density or hardening innuendos, she's 12.
Okay. But her greatest achievement is the discovery of an all-new bending art, one thought to be impossible: metal bending.
By manipulating the earthy composition within, Toph can bend nearly any type of metal just as well as stone, the exception being highly purified metals such as platinum.
Toph quickly mastered metal bending and went on to teach it to others.
She eventually even founded and led a metal bending police force.
And that's after conquering Earth Rumble 4, holding up a building the size of a castle, defeating an entire army almost single-handedly, and dueling King Boomy to a standstill. And that guy's conquered an entire hostile city by himself.
Even in her old age, Toph was capable of going one-on-one with a new avatar, and her seismic sense could locate people across the world.
She knows when I've lied and where I've been. Women should not have these powers.
Old Toph is awesome.
The greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it.
All right, the combatants
God love
are
Toph.
set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's mute. And we'll skip. Unmute. And load. Alright. Yeah, Toph's not gonna win it. I hope she does, though.
Talk about a rough ride.
You do not belong here. This is sacred ground. Leave.
Oh yeah, tough guy? Make me.
Forward!
Yeah!
Interesting. She commands stone as fluently as I control sand.
By the way, I can tell you're using your sand to smash up the ground underneath us for more ammo. Pretty smart for a sand. Too bad I'm gonna kick your butt before you can use any of it.
I can't underestimate her.
Yeah!
Yeah, I think Toph is a little too cocky.
I need time.
Huh? Whoa!
So that's a metal bending technique which they use in Legend of Korra.
Sorry, Grumpy. I'm not ready to be a shish kebab just yet. scared of a little blind girl? I'm touched.
Your eyes. Those are not the eyes of loneliness, like mine. They are blank.
Impressive insight, Gloomsville. I'm digging the whole hearing sand thing, though. That's new.
It's kind of like using it as bullets.
Hey, no fair!
You need your arms to control the earth. I will remove them.
Dream on, creep! It'll take a lot more sand than that to take me down.
That's the plan.
Oh,
Sun
Cover yourself.
coffin. Sun burial. It is done.
Yeah, it's not done.
Jeez, I almost felt that.
That's impossible.
Are you kidding? Pay attention, Sandy. I'm about to school you.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah.
it's done.
Oh, goddamn son of a shit weasel! Why did another anime character have to lose?
Yeah, but here's why. Gaara's sand is monstrous, and its speed and power could easily obliterate most foes. But with Toph, it's another story.
Really? She's freaking blind, for God's sakes, and he can fly!
Oh ho ho! In the official behind-the-scenes extras of the Avatar Book 2 DVD, we found this. Toph can feel the earth, even if it isn't connected to the ground.
Toph is tough, but her real strength lies in her precision and technique. With her earthbending and seismic sense, she could see Gaara's attacks coming the instant they began, regardless of if he was in the air.
While Gaara's chakra-infused sand is controlled by his late mother, it's still sand. Just like in an earthbending duel, Toph was able to influence it long enough to misdirect or block attacks. Also remember, Gaara added his father's gold dust to the mix, giving Toph two different bending options just in case. Unlike platinum, gold contains traces of iron and copper, and can be metal bent.
To top this off, Gaara keeps himself covered in his sand armor, so Toph could always sense where he was.
And it's specifically stated that the sand armor uses up large amounts of Gaara's own chakra, not his mother's sand. So, when he ran low on chakra, it became difficult to maintain. Thus, Toph had no problem turning Gaara's greatest defense into his worst weakness.
Gaara couldn't stand up to Toph.
Covered in
I
sand,
know
she
you're
can
floored.
stand on it.
I really ground that one in, didn't I? What can I say? It's my earthly delight.
The winner is Toph Bay Fong.
No need to gravel about it. Can't we just bury the hatchet?
Alright.
Come out. Next time
Alright, let's see what's
on
next.
Death Battle.
Samus. And Boba Fett. That's gonna be awesome. Alright, let's pause that. So, Toph won. I wasn't expecting that. I really thought that Gaza, whatever his name is, would have won. I wonder what the comments say. Alright, let's read some of these damn comments. I haven't watched any videos about it. What the hell is with the sand clone thing? I thought guys could make clones. Yeah. I have no problem with Toph winning. Okay, I have a huge problem with Toph winning, but this is from deeply rooted love of Naruto. And nothing of actual scientific backing. I would have changed how it. Okay, so he just hates that Toph won, but he accepts it. Oh, Goku vs Superman. Superman should have won. Goku can't beat Superman, and I love Goku. Naruto vs Medicaart. Okay. Let's count the sheer number of mistakes made. Toph never has the speed nor the power to block other sand. Oh god. Oh god. Here we go. Look at all this shit. False armor. Quoting his body is what takes up his chakra. Second layer of defense is what takes chakra. The auto. Whatever. He ran low on chakra by doing what? The guy fighting when then he decides to bounce sand ran out of chakra by moving sand a few times. That logic. What people don't understand is the battle isn't the actual proper outcome. That's just a fun little thing they have on top. They do mathematical equations, all that kind of stuff, and they weigh who would win. Toph would beat him. This is just a fun little thing to show Toph winning. None of it's properly accurate, because you could say, oh, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Because it's just a stupid thing. So, ooh, look at the like and dislike ratio. That's fucking great. This is awesome. Really glad Toph won. The next one, Samus Aran versus Boba Fett. That's going to be awesome. Hope Boba Fett wins. Anyway, again, if you want to watch it, go on Screw Attack's YouTube page or their actual website and watch it, because they own all of this. I'm just doing a reaction and a review, and it was a good episode of Death Battle. I'm one of the hosts of the Disconnected podcast. It's a 2 times a week podcast, every Thursday and Monday, or Monday and Thursday, in which we talk about movies, gaming, news, all that kind of crazy shit. So yeah, check that out if you want to. It's free on iTunes, and we occasionally do some videos on this channel. Alright, catch you guys later.